Hey, what's going on, brother? This is Craig here. I'm doing some PU. I'm finally getting to use this team that I actually recorded some stuff with like a month ago, but the audio got messed up, so Lamau. So anyway, the team is actually based around these two Pokemon, and then the rest of it kind of fills in the gaps. But the first thing is Rest, Sleep Talk, T-Bolt, Seismic Toss, especially defensive Ampharos. This is fantastic. It's got enough bulk where it's like a good defensive Pokemon, but then it also gets the moves and also that ridiculous uninvested special attack, so you can still hit things with T-Bolt. Seismic Toss, just things there that want to set up on you, means you can't really do that. And Rest Sleep Talk increases your bulk to it's just ridiculous. Like, so that health, or just all the stats other than speed, but speed doesn't really matter for us. Next up we've got the glorious Cottony set, which is no attacks, but all these get priority, obviously protectors with Prankster, and physically defensive just because there's no point investing in any attack, any speed, so I just went physically defensive over special just because I feel like I need the physical defense more, but you could run split, you could run specially defensive, it's up to you. But basically, this shuts down anything pretty much that wants to set up on you, and it only really gets walled by grass types, but even then, if they want to try to set up on you, you just encore and taunt them, and you end up either making them switch out, which means you can then switch into something else more favourable, or you end up making them struggle themselves to death and taking Leech Seed damage. So it's gimmicky, it's kind of stally, but at the same time I just kind of wanted to use it. It's quite fun to use, and obviously its stats are quite underwhelming, but with like this kind of set you can do a lot of damage, so I expect good things from this. Next up we've got Vanguard Wandy Dodrio, which is just kind of, I didn't want to use Stoutland, I wanted to use something different, and it's kind of the same sort of thing. The stats are pretty similar. It's got less bulk, but it's got more speed, and it also gets access to quick attack, which obviously Stoutland doesn't get Brave Bird and that. But yeah, quick attack's good just for priority because my team isn't exactly quick. This is really the only quick thing on it, unless I guess you could count Cottony as quick, although it's not actually quick. But yeah, so I've got Silk Scarf instead of Banded because I was using Banded originally, but with this you can bluff the band, and also with Silk Scarf your Frustration actually becomes your strongest move, other than getting a super effective hit off, which means I don't have to rack up recall damage going for Brave Bird over and over again unless I absolutely have to. And also brings quick attack up to something like 52 base power, which is obviously not great, but it's better than nothing. And Knockoff just because, Knockoff of course. Then we've got XOF, played as like a damn fiddle. This is just kind of there. I wanted a fire type, I wanted something with a bit of bulk. I was saying that this isn't actually a fire type, psychic type, which I didn't realise until recently. But a lot of people like to go for knockoffs on it, so Knockoff and Magician is kind of handy. Decent coverage here, and then just Will-O-Wisp because burning things is fun. Then we've got standard Pelipper. This is just fantastic for this team. Rocky Helmet, and I was actually using Rocky Helmet originally on Ampharos, but I figured this is physically defensive, fits better, and also I don't really want to have two Rocky Helmet users because it seems like a bit of a waste. And finally we've got a Horn Edge, which I've literally just put this on the team. I was using a Fracture, is that what it's called? The Haxorus pre-evolution, and that was doing quite well, but I thought it's kind of boring. Then I was using Physical Drift Blim, but what I was finding with my team, it's quite weak to rock, and it's also quite weak to flying, so Steel type obviously negates that. Gives us a bit of priority, you've got good coverage, and this thing's really slow, so Gyro Ball can hit things quite hard. So yeah, we'll see how that does. I might end up switching out to something else, like I say. I wanted a rock or a steel type, and there's not a lot of good steel types in this tier, but Horn Edge is quite good. You got the ghost type as well, so that's nice. And we get into a battle straight away. He's got a pretty scary team. He's got this thing. Don't like that. I'm just going to move my chair down a little bit. So I haven't actually played Pokemon that much recently. It's been quite a long time since I've played it sort of consistently. So I'm just gonna just do whatever the hell I want. I'm not gonna calc things. I'm not gonna even really try. But this thing's surely gonna set up. If it doesn't want to, it can't really do too much to me. Guess we just Leech Seed. Of course he goes for a knockoff. Do I want to switch out? I think I'm going to Encore him. Actually, I feel like he might switch out. So let's just go for the Encore. Oh no! Oh well, it's not a problem. I'll taunt this thing because he might like to set up on me. Rock Slide. Okay, good thing I didn't go into that. Gonna Encore into that and then go into the whatchamacallit here. Don't really want to get flinched to death, but it's something I'm gonna risk. I like this. This is nice little addition I just noticed yesterday. I don't know how recently they added that, but I don't think they had that last time I played last month. Sorry, I'm just leaning back and stretching. It's really dark outside. It's only like 2 o'clock. Opening the curtain might help a bit. Right, so he's got nothing to take the what's the word? Like resist the oh god. Ooh, do I want to risk that big baseball 39 to 95? Do I want to risk that Earthquake? I mean, I've got the thing up now. I'm just going to go for it. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks. Okay, wow, that's just shows what people will go to for the Stealth Rocks. I have Pelipper to defog, so I'm not particularly bothered. And yeah, I've got a few things weak to it, but still not particularly bothered. I'm a +2 Horn Edge. Like, what are you doing? Okay, now unfortunately I'm going to have to switch out. Or do I just go for a Shadow Sneak? I kind of want to just go for a Shadow Sneak, but no, we'll go into Ampharos. It can't really do anything to me. And he's got Thunder as well. Oh, I should point out I'm literally bottom of the ladder because, like I say, I haven't played, so... Yeah, S-Toss. Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about this. This is the only thing on this team that I'm kind of like, oh, what are you going to do? Because Riolu's tend to be kind of like the Cottony set I'm using. Very gimmicky, annoying. Oh, it's going to be... Counter, reversal. Oh, is he going to try and pass this off or something? Yeah. Oh, well, he's... I mean, the paralysis didn't matter, but it's just funny. Ampharos, beast. Hench as fuck. So now he's contemplating life at this point. I mean, Ampharos is probably going to die or whatever he brings in. He's got 3 special attackers left, so not too worried. I'm just going to go for T-Bolt because I don't really want to rest and let this thing set up this thing. Yeah, that's fine. Because I've got... This thing doesn't get any priority, does it? I don't think it does. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, lovely. As soon as you start recording, your nose and your throat gets all dry and tickly. You know, it's classic. Yeah, I don't really care. I guess I'll keep this just for the Meowstic, but I'm not really too bothered about it. Oh, unfortunately, we can't live that. That is a shame. We'll go to this. This can surely take 1 hit. And I will just have a quick look because I don't know Electrode stats whatsoever. So they're about the same, so going for flamethrower makes more sense. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, well we can pretty much clean up with... Oh, at least that is the risk you run with running Thunder over Thunderbolt. There's not really any point unless you're running Rain. His team could have been a Rain team actually, but he's just not doing it for some reason. I'm just going to burn him just for the hell of it. He's probably going to try set up to... No, he's going to heal Bell, fair enough. Yeah, he's probably going to try set up quite a bit here, but I don't really care because I've got priority, so... What's the point in that? I've got 2% health, just kill me. Go for another Will-O-Wisp. I mean, it's all damage. I'm just curious to see what Side Shock does. They do about the same. Guess I'll just switch out. Ooh, risky. That was very risky. But we Shadow Sneak unless he T-Waves us and we get paralyzed, which will be annoying. That'll probably happen because Pokemon. Oh wow, it lived. God damn it, Hornage, that is terrible, but we take it out, so no biggie. And I might as well just Shadow Sneak for a bit of damage. Not that it really matters. Ah, he's really going to do this, is he? I guess it's his only option, but I'm not really bothered. Oh, well. Yes! Oh, my rank is a little bit higher than I thought. Oh, that's weird. I guess I did test some of this out yesterday, so I didn't think I got that high. I'm just going to be right back a sec. I'm going to change the batteries on my mouse.